Boom! Hey everybody, welcome back to Amulet Studios. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the strings on your bass guitar. So this is a tutorial or a instructional video for people that maybe have never had to do this before. It's a little different than a guitar. Today I'm going to be using a Fender Jazz bass. This is a made in Mexico version, and the first time I changed the strings on this particular bass, I had to Google it because I had no idea how to do it, because it's got these like vintage style tuners, and you have to do it a little bit differently. Bass strings last a lot longer than guitar strings, that's for sure, especially keep them clean them off when you're done playing and stuff, but they do go bad and they stop, they lose that kind of high-end tone that you get on a bass, and they start to sound real dark, and over time you kind of just expect that's how your bass sounds, but there's a very big difference between before and after you change. So today I'm going to be using Ernie Ball strings. They're cheap, like 20 bucks. They're just your common string. You can use whatever kind of strings you like. Just pick the gauge you like. These to me are just regular, right in the middle. I'm not really a bass player, but I use one in my studio. Ernie Ball is the best you can go with. Go with Ernie Ball if you don't know. So you probably noticed that I'm sitting on the floor. I like to do all my work on guitars on the floor. I do have a desk. I have a whole room over here with a desk and stuff hanging on the wall and stuff. I just found like I can set stuff around me when I'm doing it, especially with guitars. So I usually like to sit on the ground when I change strings or do any kind of maintenance on my guitar. So that might be a little tip for you right there. Sit on the ground. I can set stuff all around me the whole time. Behind me, in front of me, all the way over there. I don't have to worry about a limited desk space. So that's how I do it, and that's why I'm sitting on the floor right now. So let's get right into it. I'm going to put the camera above so you can see. Okay, so when you're changing out your guitar strings or bass strings, there are a few tools I recommend you have. So I keep a little toolbox. It's got all of them in there. And then, so you'll need some of these snips. There we go. They're just some little snips for cutting strings. Also have this little thing, which is from Jim Dunlop, I think. Just holds up the neck of your guitar so you can do some work with it. Keeps it off the ground. One of these, which is your twirler. Maybe that'll focus. There you go. Twirler helps get the strings off quicker. And then guitar polish. So you always want to polish your guitar. Let's see if I get this focused. This is just what I use. I got it at the store. You can use whatever you prefer. Oh, I hope that's it. So guitar polish. And then some of these microfiber towels. You get them at Dollar General, whatever. I usually, when I go in there, I grab a couple. So first thing you want to do is, there's tons of ways. People say change them one at a time. I go ahead and just take them all off at once so I can get a good clean on them. And for some reason, these are backwards than all of the other guitars in the world. So you can put your little tuner thing on here. Go ahead and loosen them up. Then you can just pull them off. And you'll pull them out the back down here. There you go. There's your strings. I usually like to wrap them up like this so they don't go everywhere. Just don't have to be neat. Set those to the side. Now that your guitar is good and open, so what I like to do here, we're going to just spray it down a little bit on the neck. And take a microfiber towel like this and just give it a good once over, you know. Just, you know, get all the dust out. The main thing, you can always polish the rest of the guitar, but you want to get, you know, you can't get up under here when there's strings on it. You can't get on the neck. Up under the headstock up here. Let's get a good clean. Another thing that I like to do is take one of these. These are, I got this off Amazon. You can just put them over your frets like this. And I take some steel wool, and it's the finest steel wool that you can buy, like at like Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't remember the exact like fineness. I don't know what they call it, but it's like it's like 000 something. So I like to take this and just rub this over the frets. And what that'll do is it'll just polish up those frets. Not as good as like a real, you know, fret job, but it'll get some of that grime off the top and just make your guitar feel a little smoother when you're playing. Make sure and don't get this in the pickups or anything. So let me just, I'll hold this up so you can see. See the difference between these frets and these frets? And this little thing just keeps you from scratching your fretboard with the steel wool. Okay, so now that all that's done, you can just wipe off any excess. Keep it away from your pickups. I'm going to do just a little more here on the fretboard. Nothing too crazy. This isn't an in-depth cleaning video, just a habit I like to do. So with these kind of basses, with these vintage style kind of tuners, I assume it's vintage style. It's going to be a little different. So what you have to do is take your string out of the bag like this. It's going to unroll, and this is where it gets a little risky. So you're going to feed your string through. Go over the bridge here. So the old ways you would just wrap it and then stick it through, but these have the open tops like this, so you have to actually stick it down in there, then come out and then turn it. So you can't do that straight up, because then you'll have big huge you know, coils with these strings, so you have to cut it first. So what you'll want to do is go right here and then go to the next tuner, maybe like that, and then snip it off. And once you snip it, it is over. There's nothing you can do about it. You'll push it down in the hole and then pull it off like that, and then you're going to tighten it up. And keep your finger on it just so it doesn't come out of place. And then just start tightening up. I wouldn't recommend tightening it up all the way, just enough to where you know it's good and on there, right? And then repeat, like I was saying, kind of measure here, go to the next one. So from here to the next tuner, that's where you're going to want to be. Maybe a little longer. Cut it off. Jam it down in there. Oop. We go the right way. I don't know what the benefit of tuners like this are, but that's how they are. So there's nothing we can do about it at this point. Keeping the finger on there. Like I said, I'm not tuning it all the way up, just enough to where it stays. We're going to repeat these. So I'm going in the bottom down here in the hole. Come out. Measure to the next tuner. Jam it down in the hole like so. Pull it out, kind of kink it to the left. And tune it, and they tune backwards. Like a guitar, you turn it the other way to tighten it. And make sure it's under this string tree. That helps keep it in tune. Put on your last string. This one you can't actually really test it, so just, you know, put your finger here and then put it on this one. So, you know, measure about, that's where the string would be, from here to here, then you can cut about right there. Like so. Put it down in the hole, kink it out. So once you get the strings on, you are going to want to tune it up a little bit. And stretch them out. So kind of just hold on them, pull on them a little bit, give them some play. Really what you're doing is moving any kind of kinks down here. Alright, so now that they're on, do a little stretching and tune it up and you're good to go. So it's not hard, very easy to do. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or something down below. Be happy to talk with you or whatever. Go and check out some of my other videos while you're here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Like and subscribe and all that stupid shit. I hate having to say that, but do it.